Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the farm. Today is a new day. It's like yesterday never even happened. A new page in our diary. We'll just pretend that we didn't completely bury the grain cart in the same field we're working at right now. As of the moment, I still have my job, although I'm in a semi, so I don't know if that's a demotion or a promotion or a penalty of some kind. We'll see as the day goes on, though. Engage the power tarp. Oh, there goes the corn. I wanted to interrupt our work for the day to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor for this video, Cannabis. They are 100% made from American hemp. Every batch is tested, all of the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. The main ingredient of this product, CBD, has been shown to combat anxiety, chronic pains, and insomnia. So if you have any of those problems, it's something great to try. Not only do you get to experience all of those benefits, it's also a fantastic alternative for traditional chewing tobacco. I'm sure those of you in any outdoor industry know how prevalent that is, and it has some very serious long-term consequences. So if you're wanting to try quitting, give these a shot. There are 5 different flavors to choose from, or you can get the multi-pack. My personal favorite here is the citrus. Big fan. Everyone, make sure you go check it out at CannabisCBD.com or follow the link here in the video or in the description. Use code Dole, D-O-L-E, at the checkout to get 20% off. Everyone, make sure you go support our channel sponsor. They've helped us out a lot here, and they make great products. To the north we go. Goodbye, old friend. Minutes later, we're back at the field. Back in the grain cart for a half a second to dump, and back in the truck. It's gonna be a back and forth kind of day for me. Masterful work. I did learn a few things during my travels. First and foremost, a radio that only really works well when you're headed east or west is not good for a trip that's mostly north and south. That's unfortunate. Secondly, you really learn a lot of interesting things from the guy dumping you at the pit. There's really no way of imagining what possible things can be said in that interaction. And last but not least, the roads in Ash Grove Township are horrendous. Driving a grain truck down those roads almost requires a mouth guard for my own protection and much better insurance coverage. The boss claims that it is dry enough for the grain cart. We'll be the judge of that. If anyone's gonna find out, it's gonna be me. I'm having flashbacks from yesterday. That's not even where I got stuck at. Mother Nature is playing a dangerous game today. Thinking about raining some more. We're running at not maximum capacity today. Catching the trucks in no time.
We don't need to fill everything real way full.
Okay, I won't do it, Katie. Not only were we allowed to run the grain cart again today, even after our fiasco, we've been promoted to combine operator. Emptying the combine in the grain cart so we don't get the combine stuck as well. And we got a special visitor, my cousin Eli. He's a big YouTube fan. He says he loves Millennial Farmer, Larson Farms, and he agrees with me. We need a 2,500 bushel grain cart on tracks, right?
Yes.
There you go, Dad. That's all the evidence we need other than yesterday. Off to the races. The real question is, how fast do we have to go to hit a horsepower max? It's always a power game picking corn. Except for I get to the other end of the field in next to no time at all. This is the one area where a 12-row would definitely help our overall capacity. It's Eli and I's favorite time of day. It's lunchtime. Almost as good as quitting time. Eli and I are going to attempt to pick corn and eat lunch at the same time. If something goes wrong, you know why. take the grain cart out in that spot. It's that simple. The sheer quantity of mud on the combine tire should be evidence enough for how sloppy it is.
Gee, that's soft. That's real soft.
I call this area the grain cart swallower. I would not make it through that. We'll see how the combine fares in this wet hole. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why we have four-wheel drive combines. Think you can get that in the grain cart?
I don't know.
Good job. You know, suddenly I don't feel too bad about getting the grain cart stuck, because the combine's not too far from it. Looks like a case of a burn up belt.
A little more?
I got one more.
Chris, you can scoop that in that belt.
I didn't know if you wanted to do it now.
Was that enough?
I think so. The belts are definitely worn out from that episode, but we tightened it up. Should run for now. Just trying to get this last bin full. Eli, someone's got to feed the rats. We're just a charity and a farm at the same time. As of right now, we've got two factors working against us. Obviously, the drive over is on thin ice. Those belts are probably not going to last much longer. And Mother Nature is sending another round of rain our way. Hopefully the rain holds off and the drive over doesn't fall apart, because we'd like to get that bin loaded if it's the last thing we do. It is our final bin at that specific site, and anytime you can end with a full bin, even if you get rained out, that's better than having to come back later and dilly-dally around with the same bin. Seems like every day this year has been a race against the weather. And we're not exactly winning. I think the best course of action right now, Katie, would be to come dump off on me and wait and see what this rain does, because if it starts pouring, there's no reason to have a hopper on you.
Yeah, that's okay. Can we drive to the end?
Yeah, because I've almost got 1,000 bushels on the cart, so I'll probably be stuffed full, and it doesn't look like we're going to miss this rain.
We like about 10 acres. I've worked 24 and a half, but the monitor wasn't on for like the first few.
We'll see what kind of luck's on our side today. Katie's emptying her combine. She's going to close the hopper. There's no reason to leave grain on it. You can see the rain right there. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm fortunate, it won't be raining when I tarp the cart, because usually I get bored on when I have to do that. So much for filling the bin. We're so close too. Oh, what a fun harvest season this has been. Eli, this is what it's like to work with Mother Nature every day.
Yep.
Oh man, this is not what I wanted. Dad is trying to pick some more of this field out. I think that's gonna be short-lived. I gotta tarp this truck. Hope my camera's waterproof. I don't know why I even unfolded the hopper, but now I gotta go untarp the grain cart in a downpour, because he wanted to pick more corn. You can't make this up, guys. What do you think was gonna happen? It is so cold outside now. I'm wet. The ground was wet, and it's wetter now. The combine's running. and there's still rain out in the distance. I kind of see some sunshine on the back side of it. We're gonna have to quit for a little bit at the very minimum. Once those corn plants get saturated, a lot of water on them, they don't process very well. The sieves especially kind of plug up with grain, and then we start to throw a lot out the back because it's not separating well enough. Even from this far away, the breeze is carrying the heat off of that combine to me, and it feels very nice now. I kind of needed that because I am freezing, cold wind right now, and I'm wet. Not that I'm complaining, but that's just the way it is. After about a 5-minute TV timeout, the rain has passed. Probably rained maybe 5/100ths here, so a tenth of an inch of rain. We're gonna try and pick. I don't know if we're gonna send it out the back if it's still too wet. We won't know unless we try. There's another round coming, probably 10 to 15 miles to the southwest. We've got a 30-minute window at best to get this done. Not much corn. We can fill the grain cart and maybe the other truck can get back. The bin site may be too wet. It was raining buckets, as Jeff referred to it. That's fine. The one up front is heated. Up by the front, there's heat on that one. We're trying. And we have been denied by Mother Nature. Here comes round 2. Look at the mud come off that combine. Woo! Right now I imagine the weatherman upstairs being like, oh no, you gotta be quicker than that. The nice thing about driving home in the rain is that all of the mud you leave is gonna be washed off. Even the gleaner got rained out. That's when you know it's the final for the day. Get rid of the key. Trucking. Looks like it might have rained quite a bit here at the main farm. Definitely not going to cut any soybeans today. I'm currently sitting here at the farm doing nothing while everyone else is trying to squeeze that last semi-load into our bin over west. You might ask, why am I not helping? Well, I am specifically on call to stay here because there's a very high likelihood that the semi gets stuck. Now, if it does, I'm here, bring a tractor over, we'll pull it out, no problem. However, not the most exciting thing in the world, and probably missing out on some action over there. Hopefully I'm not needed. I mean, that's just the way you want it to be. You never want to be stuck. I'm tremendously thankful to announce that I did not ever get called over with the tractor. So either they finished the bin or gave up on that project. We're gonna try and pick some more corn. We've got a gap here in the weather. The sun's been kinda out, wind's been blowing. Patience is a virtue. Too wet?
Couldn't get the semi under there. Couldn't drag it across the thing.
No. Was it scooting the drive over?
He never got up to the driveway.
That was worth a shot. Just cleaned up our pile of rotten beans here at the farm. Chris is going to dispose of them in a secret location. Kind of sad that they're gone. We could have sold those at Whole Foods. Once sprouted beans for quite a bit of money. It's a little tacky on top. Not too bad. Only bringing a little bit of mud up with the tires. Eli, you didn't learn any new words at the bin site, did you? No? Good. Even if you did, you didn't. Finally, we're out of this mud hole. It's time for us to follow the combine home, but not before making an attempt to get some of this mud off. I apologize for whatever mess I'm about to make. Mud? No, never heard of her. There is somewhat of a silver lining to having to break out that tractor last night. Now it isn't parked sideways here, taking up half the entranceway of the barn. So I had room to get the grain cart in for once. What a seemingly long few days of harvest it's been. Rain, mud, delays, you name it, breakdowns. This harvest season seems like it's from hell or somewhere close to that. Not that I'd ever wish away any opportunity to get our crops out. Sometimes I do find myself dreaming though about drier conditions. But hey, we're dealing with someone who we don't really get to negotiate with. So we'll take what we can get as long as everyone's happy and healthy. We really can't complain. Everyone, I think that's more than enough farming for one video. We're pretty much out of dry fields at this point. They're calling for more rain tomorrow, which will postpone us for quite a while at this point. Next week is looking to be dry. Maybe we can make the final push on soybeans. As for right now though, calling it a day. I appreciate you all tuning in. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you have any questions. You know I love to talk about farming. Have a great day everyone. Peace!